That's the young version of me back in 1991. I was a dancer for the Victoria Filipino Canadian Association. Now, to be honest, I didn't even really choose to do this. It was my mom that got me started in Filipino dancing. And back then, if I had a choice, I probably wouldn't have joined up in the first place. There's me again visiting my family in the Philippines. See, there's no way I would be able to fully describe myself without describing my cultural background. It's who I am. It's how I came to be. I'm a Filipino Canadian, a second-generation immigrant. I was born and raised in Canada while my parents are from the Philippines. I've heard that second-generation immigrants often see themselves as a bridge between two worlds that move at different speeds. I don't remember ever having a huge struggle with my identity, but it wasn't until I was asked whether I considered myself a Canadian first or a Filipino first that I really didn't know who I was. It made me wonder about the experiences of other second-generation immigrants like myself, so I thought it would be good to gain some insight into my own life by looking into the lives of others like me.
When I think about it, my home life and my social life are almost completely different.
I don't really feel Filipino at all, really.
My friends were all different characters. We sort of described ourselves like the different characters on Saved by the Bell.
Culture here is entirely different from India. I'm able to kind of take a step back and look at both cultures and kind of pick and choose what I think are the best qualities to have, which is huge.
A lot of segregation in the world nowadays. People say, it was segregated back in the day. It was forcibly segregated back in the day. Now people are doing it on their own, and it's not good. It's not good for the future because people aren't intermixing as much as they should.
I started realizing that my parents and I had different values and opinions about things, mainly in junior high, I would say. I thought that they would freak out about me having a boyfriend, but I don't know, I thought that they would freak out.
Going up against my parents, changing or having anything that differed from what they believed in was just like, I couldn't register it. Like, it just didn't exist in my reality.
Whatever Anson tried to adapt it to the Western way, he has to remember that he can change quite a lot, but he cannot change the color of his hair and his color of his skin. He's still a Vietnamese.
Even when you were growing up as teenagers, we have to guide you, right? There's always the guidance there.
I'd say you and Miley and your dad are the best things that ever happened to me.
This isn't a generalized account of the second-generation immigrant experience. This is our experience, the world as we see it, through our eyes.